Und damit willkommen zurück zu The Great Adventure Chronicles. Wir sind immer noch bei unserem Sherlock stehen geblieben. Oh Gott, was uns immer noch anhängt. Er hat uns immer noch quasi festgenommen und sagt, dass er ein sehr guter Detektiv sei. Schauen wir mal, ob das wirklich der Fall sein wird. The very moment I laid eyes on the signs, two facts were immediately apparent to me. Oh really, two facts, you say? Okay, wir reden heiter weiter mit ihm, oder wie sieht das hier aus? Okay, ich sehe schon, dieser Part ist gelaufen gefühlt. Aber auch nur gefühlt, meine Lieben. Die werden es bloß mit ihm unterhalten gefühlt. Two facts. Mr. Sherlomes, tell us please, bitte reden Sie mit uns, Mr. Holmes. What two facts were apparent to you when you came into this cabin this morning? Also zwei Fakten, wie Sie hereingekommen sind in der Hinsicht. Yes, but first let us be precise. The two facts in question were immediately apparent to me. Yes, I understand. But what were they? Aber was waren sie? Allow me to elucidate. Also, lasst mich erklären in der Sicht. The two facts that I deducted from a mere momentary glance at the signs of the crime were as follows. Number one, also der erste in der Hinsicht, the cabin was locked from within, also die Kabine war von innen her verschlossen, rendering escape of the culprit out of the question, also das stellt uns eine Frage. Number two, the victim was a Russian and killed following a dispute with an acquaintance. Hold on, haltet ein, Mr. Holmes. What made you think the victim was Russian? Obviously serves the dying message of left by the victim on the floor. Also that is the Russian word for wardrobe. Do you really think Kazuma-sama could have left a dying message in Russian? Was soll das russische Wort für Wardrobe sein? Also Wardrobe sein? Also für Wandschrank? Das könnt ihr mir gut und gerne mal in die Kommentare schreiben, ob das wirklich stimmt. Ich hätte es zwar auch jetzt übersetzen können, aber ich kann es mir gut und gerne mal reinschreiben. In there's final moments many find their native tongue fighting the head for this young man in Russian. Mit diesem jungen Mann Russen. Aber was? Russian? Was sie? War er wirklich Russe? Initially I concert garderobe may be the name of the killer, a curtain roper guard. Perhaps. But in the interests of truthfulness, I decided it would be wrong not to look inside the wardrobe. There at last, where you found Mr. Naruhodo sleeping soundly. So I found you, the renowned Russian revolutionary killer. Why is it that I'm Russian too? Warum ist das, bin ich ein warum bin ich auch Russe? So beziehe ich zumindest, dass ihr gerade übersetzt in der Hinsicht. I observed that you have wearing the same attire as the victim. In other words, you were acquainted and if my memory serves, that outfit is the traditional dress of the Russian people. Das korrekt. Das Outfit ist, also das Outfit der Russe? Es zur Hölle in der Hinsicht. Our school uniforms are of the traditional. The traditional was of the Russian people. I had no idea. Was? Ich hatte keine Ahnung. Das war die traditionelle Uniform der Russen? Also in der Hinsicht müsste ich mich wirklich mal mit der russisch-japanischen Geschichte mal auseinandersetzen, weil das ist schon echt bestimmt sehr interessant, muss man sagen. Jetzt wobei ich sagen muss, Geschichte allgemein interessiert mich wirklich. And I had no idea a detective code. It's something so wrong. Und ich dachte, dass da nicht so falsch ist oder so falsch ist. I took a photographic of the victim and the message that I made analyze for possible hidden details. Also er hat das untersucht in der Sicht des Opfers. This was taken immediately after the young man was discovered before the body was removed. Yes, Kazuma had already been taken away when I woke up. This is the first time I've actually seen him like this. Okay. Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, thank you. Ja, dank dir. The photograph of crime sense has been entered into the court. Also wir haben jetzt halt quasi das Tatort-Foto von ihm bekommen in der Hinsicht. Can I ask something, Mr. Sherlomes? What pray you maintain nations Russia before as well didn't you? Also du sagst, dass wir Russen werden. And as you know, when you said I was fearsome revolutionary fleeing from Russia and all of that. Und dann tue ich das alles. Yes, the brain of reasoning that led me to the truth. Would you mind explain that brain of reasoning to me? Did you think Koheo oh, in der Hinsicht. Kann leider keine Russisch schreiben in der Hinsicht. Deswegen kann ich es auch leider nicht so wirklich übersetzen. Hey. Was soll das überhaupt im Buchstabe sein? Ich weiß es nicht, aber in der Hinsicht, ich kann es nicht übersetzen lassen in der Hinsicht. How many times I'm not Russian and I don't speak Russian. Ich bin kein Russe und spreche auch kein Russisch. Leider auch nicht so wirklich in der Sicht. Vielleicht, vielleicht das eine oder andere Wort, aber ich würde nicht sagen, dass das ernsthaft Russisch sprechen ist. Generell, wenn man das eine oder andere Wort in einer Sprache kennt, ist das wirklich nicht so wirklich der Fall. Muss man fairerweise sagen in der Hinsicht. Muss man sagen. Halleluja in der Hinsicht, ey. Aber naja gut, ne? Ist halt mal so. Gott, echt, ey. Der Kerl macht mich jetzt schon fertig in der Hinsicht. Can we talk about your deductions before the things you concluded about me? I mean, bevor ihr mich gefunden habt in der Sicht. The no famously accurate, troubling predicament you find yourself in. Actually, it was the other details that I was more hoping to discuss. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary and the assassin of 16 part. Du meinst den 16 von der Nummer 7. Yes, the more asserted details. It was a very commonplace deductions. Here we have the morning paper. Das ist die Morgenzeitung. The main headlines, also die also die Schlagzeile in der Hinsicht, würde ich jetzt sagen. Revolutionary villain Bolshevik leads Russia via Shanghai. Und inwiefern sieht der auch nur von der Kopfform her aus wie der Werte her? Oh, der kommt nicht mal ansatzweise von der Figur Sherlock Holmes hin. Auch nicht nur ansatzweise der Sherlock Holmes. His vessel made a port a call at Shanghai yesterday, and last night the young Russian was murdered. Right, when was Kazuma a Russian? It sounds like Mr. Sherlomes has concluded he was Russian because of what Kazuma-sama wrote on the floor. It was a simple act of reason to realize that the culprit of this crime was the same earthly revolutionary one who would kill the very man of help at him to escape after his true identity was discovered. Yes, you villain Bolshevik. No, how could it be me? Warum bin ich das? I don't look anything like this man. Just look at his face. Well, you are a fearsome revolutionary after all. Therefore, you have no doubt learned to revelations your appearance at well. Oh, please, and I admit it, your name does not appear on this ship's passenger list. Need I say more? Well, that's because I am a stowaway. Ja gut, ne? Ich bin ein blinder Passagier. What about the other details? The 16 victims of assassinations and blowing up the Crystal Tower. Und was ist... yes, und was sind die anderen Sachen wie den 16 Opfern der Crystal Tower? Yes, the journalist clearly interviewed the man and printed all those particulars on the article. The deeds the man has perpetrated thus far as he is plotting. Yes, everything about this revolutionary Bolshevik was included. There can be no mistake. Do you revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with newspaper reports? I wonder, als wenn Revolutionäre da der Newspaper ein Interview geben. Ich habe noch vergessen vorzulesen. Shit happens. Aber ihr das wahrscheinlich auch lesen können in der Hinsicht. Also quite clearly state here in the article Bolshevik is recently returned after a period of subversive activities in a veteran region of Afghanistan. Where is anyway this Afghanistan place? Here, take the paper of yourself. Is a little memento of this great deductions. Oh, thank you. I have uploaded all that is of interest to me within its pages, but I see no rubbish on early pay. Okay, da haben wir also quasi jetzt neuen Beweis gekriegt in der Hinsicht, muss man sagen. And you may find the article on the back page of interest as well. Auf der Rückseite, cast your eyes over the times the interest takes you out. You may need someone to interrupt it. It's all right in Russian. I could hope to read it, but I suppose it would just in der Hinsicht oh Mann, oh Mann. Pictures too. Oh Gott, echt ey. Okay, danach ist auch wieder geschlossen mit der Werten, ja. Ja, schade mal, aber kann ich auch irgendwas schade in der Sicht. Before we started talking, you were examining Kazuma's desk, weren't you? Kazuma, yes, is a victim, der hat das Opfer. Did you notice anything useful, anything at all? Habt ihr was Wichtiges gefunden oder Relevantes gefunden in der Hinsicht? Anything at all? Observe for a moment the desktop of the victim. We see that the victim was shattered in pinning some text. London Diary. Kazuma was keeping note on the trip. Aber ist das nicht dann der beste Beweis, dass er kein Russe ist und auch kein Russisch kann in der Hinsicht, wenn er die anhand der Schriftzeichen? Nein? Gut, ich weiß, was angemerkt haben, but I don't think you should read his private writings. It could upset people. Rare gig. And something you owed the perhaps eluding before the act of reading. You mean you have read it already? It is my business to know what other people do not. Es ist quasi mein Geschäft, das zu tun, was andere people nicht tun. Yes, believe it or not, I know a smattering of Japan's. Oh, I see. Well, you are about to know what a Susato takedown is. Jetzt habe ich, was ein Susato takedown ist. Susato-san, aren't you going to throw the detective with one of your trademark takedowns? I'm sorry, Naruto-san, what on earth do you mean? Life ist so unfair, das Leben ist so unfair. Das kann ich verstehen in der Hinsicht. Anyway, to return to the matter at hand, namely the diary belonging to the victim, it would appear the final sentence is incomplete, as if the author were kurze Stories in der Hinsicht geschrieben. Tell me what is the nature of the writing. Please be precise as the details. Oh, but I thought you knew Japanese. A smattering, dear boy. A smattering. Ich will aber schon mal wissen, was das smattering heißt. Smattering. Oberflächlich. Oberflächlich, mein lieber Junge. Das ist oberflächlich. Sayonara, Bonsai, Mikado, no, Nato. I trust your suitable, impressive. Okay. But this diary is little with complicated looking characters. Ja, ich habe gerade noch versucht, den Google-Übersetzer das irgendwie zu bekommen, dass ich das im Russisch übersetzt kriege, aber ich habe es irgendwie nicht hingekriegt. Seine was wir mal gesehen haben. Complicated looking characters of which can be prescribed. Ich hat das doch überhaupt gelesen in der Hinsicht. Du bist ein Schwachkopf. So, what was all that showing off about before then? If you would be so kind as to show me, well, I would be happy to read it to you, Mr. Sherlomes. I'm much obligated, my dear madam, meine liebe Dame. The final entry here in Kazuma-sama's diaries consists of just two short sentences. The first reads 1:23 Uhr. I can hear a faint whistling sound. Whistling, also so ein wehendes whistling sound. There's a very deep water break go on. Whistling. Also pfeifenartig sound, and then the second sentence reads I am 1:35 am, also früh morgens, what looks like some sort of speckland band dangling from the ventilator grill. Speckland band? What on earth does that mean? I have no idea. I've never heard that expressions before. Expression. The ventilator grill, you say the man was presumably referring. Es muss ja da irgendwas gewesen sein in der Hinsicht. To the lattice there on the wall, which connects to the adjoining cabin. Yes, the adjoining cabin. Damit haben wir Kazumas Tagebuch in der Hinsicht erhalten. Und ich hoffe mal, dass wir die Frage jetzt beendet haben mit dem Kerl. So, I believe I've given you enough to consider for the time being at least. Do you have somewhere to go? As it happens, the victim's writings in his diary have piqued my interest. Das heißt, eine Begierde geweckt, in der Hinsicht auch mein Interesse. Matter warrants further investigations, I believe, and if I am still too long, the sickness take hold. Oh yes, I suppose you are thinking of investigating the campaign next door, which the ventilator connects to. Great detectives are as curious, but your minds rebel at stagnations. We crave mental exhalations. Oh yes, into the investigate in Hense The truth will become clear soon enough. Do you think perhaps that we could go with you? No, that would be somewhat complicated. Das wäre mir ein Kompliment. But why? Aber warum? A simple glance at your raised shoulder reveals the answer. Oh, sis. After all, you are the prime suspect in the matter now. Du bist der Verdächtige hier. There's no point trying to turn it into a question. You are the one who decided it was the culprit in the first place. Whatever do you mean? I have no recollections of naming you as the culprit at any point. Okay. Du must be a joke, du magst Witze, du sagst das jetzt only a moment ago. Dear, mein Lieber, you are clearly misguided. I would have no cause to say such thing. Well, actually, Mr. Sherlomes, I did hear you say that too. You're quite through. Well, that's very strange. I would have said you had the face of a criminal, you know. Ich würde nicht das sagen, aber ihr habt das Gesicht eines Kriminellen, weißt du? Nicht wirklich. So what are you looking at me niece before? Some great, du bist ein toller Detective. Well, anyway, that was then, and this is now. What did you mean? Ja, was er damit meint und wie das jetzt weitergehen wird, erfahren wir alles im nächsten Mal. Vielen Dank fürs Einschalten und bis zum nächsten Mal.